Final week, day 15, Friday, night, Gethsemane. When he had finished praying, they sang a hymn. Then Jesus took his disciples and crossed the brook Kidron to a garden on the mountain of Olives called Gethsemane. Jesus told his disciples, "Sit here while I pray. You pray that you do not enter into temptation." He took Peter and James and John further into the garden with him. Then he began to be deeply troubled. He said, "My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to the point of death. Stay here and watch with me." Jesus went forward about a stone's throw and fell to his face on the ground and prayed that, if it were possible, he might not have to go through the next hours, including death by crucifixion. He said, "Abba, Father, all things are possible unto you, so remove this cup of suffering from me, if you are willing. However, not my will, but yours be done." Suddenly an angel from heaven appeared, strengthening him. And being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat became as great drops of blood falling upon the ground. He rose up from his prayer and found the 3 apostles sleeping for sorrow. He said to them, "Why are you sleeping? Rise and pray that you enter not into temptation." Then he said to Peter, "Simon, why are you asleep? Couldn't you watch for just 1 hour? You need to watch and pray that you do not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Again Jesus went away and prayed the same words. He returned and found them asleep again, for their eyes were very heavy. They had no excuse for their failure to stay awake. He came back the 3rd time and said, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough! The hour is here for the Son of Man to be betrayed into the hands of sinners. Get up and come along. My betrayer is here." While he was still speaking, Judas came. Judas knew where Jesus would be because they often went there. Judas brought a large band of soldiers and officers from the chief priests, scribes, elders, and Pharisees. They came with lanterns and torches and weapons. Jesus knew everything that was going to happen to him. He walked toward the soldiers and said, "Whom do you seek?" They said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said, "I am he." Judas was standing with them. And when Jesus said, "I am he," they all went backward and fell to the ground. Jesus again said, "Whom do you seek?" The soldiers said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said, "I told you I am he. If you want me, let these others go, that the prophecy might be fulfilled which I spoke, saying, I lost none of those whom you have given me." When Judas approached him, Jesus said, "Judas, would you betray me using a kiss?" For Judas had told the soldiers that he would kiss Jesus to show them whom to arrest. Judas said, "Hail, Rabbi," and kissed him. Then Jesus said, "Friend, do what you came to do." Then the soldiers grabbed him to take him away. The apostles said, "Lord, should we fight?" Simon Peter took his sword and struck the servant of the high priest named Malchus and cut off his right ear.
Jesus said, "Put your sword away. All who live by the sword will die by the sword. If I asked my Father, he could even now send 12 legions of angels. But then how would the scriptures be fulfilled that say things must happen this way? Allow this to proceed. I will drink the cup which my Father has given me." Jesus touched the servant's ear and healed it.
Then Jesus said to the men, "Have you come with swords to seize me, as if I were a robber? I was with you daily in the temple, teaching, and you did not take me there. But this is your hour, when evil is in power." So they seized Jesus and bound him. All the disciples fled, including a young man who was wearing just one piece of clothing. When they tried to seize him, he ran away naked, leaving his clothing behind.